2 more.
Ooh.
So I am sitting upon the first of many runs that's going to be the subfloor joist 5 posts. So far I've cut them out and notched them in a way that's going to allow me to put nails into the post, but also sit on top of the post. I'm not too worried about any unevenness here because I can fix that in the last minute.
What? Well, I think I see
but the way I've got it set up, it'll allow me to have the whole perimeter supported and every other joist in the ground or in the floor itself to make the pad supported. So I'm gonna have five rows of 5, just like this, spaced out evenly to distribute all of the weight. And I think this will actually work out well. I'm using a Powerhead auger to drill the holes. This is, from what I've seen, it's going to allow me to just drill the hole, and I can set the post down because the earth underneath is already compacted, so I don't think there's going to be much settling after the fact. I had to fight one of the posts out for the corners because my kids had filled the hole back in with the dirt, just pushing it into the hole, and let me tell you, it did not want to come out. So I don't think I'm gonna need any type of cement or anything like that. I think I'm gonna run into town real quick to grab some Simpson strong ties so I can kind of fuse some of these boards on the perimeter together, help mate the boards together so I can put them in as one whole piece at 16 feet instead of 2 individual pieces at 8. I think that'll just make it easier to put them in place. And then once I do the 2 ends, I'm gonna do the long runs. And then from there, it's just honestly putting in a string line at each spot where I want to set up the rows for the ground supports. Drill them out like I did these. Level them out with a string line. Measure, cut, notch, scorch, and put them in the earth. I got more gas. I got more oil. And once I get the main supports in, I can come in with the rest of them. Because the rest of the ones in between those are just getting nailed in and tacked into place. And then I'll be running my spacers in between to keep everything nice and rigid. So cross your fingers. If you don't like the 2x4s I'm using, you could send me money and I'll go buy bigger ones and I'll redo everything I've already done. And I'll mention your name for being an investor. You will have exclusive rights for at least 1 visit. A nice warm welcome. Let me go run into town, grab a couple of these Simpson strong ties and see how far I can get today. I got a few more hours of daylight, so yeah. So I just got back into town. I bought some of these called mending plates. Not exactly what I was looking for because I wanted to get small, thinner ones that were longer to put on top of the 2x4s. But they didn't have them at the store, so I got what I could get. I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna put these and connect all my runs. So like that last run over there was 2 separate pieces, and it came out okay. And I don't need to fix anything, but what I want to do is mend them together nice, so that when I go to put them and mount them on the posts, it'll be one continuous piece instead of 2 separate pieces. This will add some strength to everything, especially where I'm going to need it, which is all the connections between the 2x4s, because I only got 8-foot lengths. And hopefully that'll make it easier for all the install and everything. See? Nice thumbs up. We'll see what happens.
My face.
They are sharp.
Oh. Let me see. Be in the video.
Pretty hard to go that way, huh? So I'm trying to make sure that when I do set all this up and kind of tack it onto the post, I should have enough play to square it out. And once I square it out, I'm gonna put some pieces of wood in the corners to kind of hold that angle in place to keep it. Watch out, don't get on that yet. Keep everything nice and square until I can frame it all in. Just marking out where all my posts are gonna go on this side to match that side over there.
What?
Hopefully this works out very well. That can be another freaking... After I scorched them right, I was going to put them back in there, but you know how the dirt falls back in the hole? I ended up not thinking about it because it's been a couple days, right? So I scorched the one post, support post, and when I went to come dig out all the dirt, I just went in with my hand and grabbed a bunch of dirt, pulled it out, put it on the side like I did the other day whenever the dirt fell in. And after I did that the first time, I saw like 5 or 6 daddy longlegs start crawling out of the hole. I didn't even think about the fact that they're probably in there.
You're sweating.
Thankfully, daddy longlegs don't hurt us, huh? But man, anybody else that would have seen that would have probably thought, oh my God, I'm getting attacked by spiders.
What are you doing?
Cleaning this all before I start using it again. Don't monkey see monkey do this. I'm just stuck in a position where I forgot to get safety glasses and I just remembered that my glasses got broken. Beautiful. So, organization is key. Therefore, the Workstation 4000. It holds all the necessities for right now. See? Oh yeah. Got my square. I got my saw, my hand saw. See? All handy dandy. My hammer and the machete.
Wow, where'd you buy that?
The woods. What is that thing? This should be enough for the last 2 posts on this side. Then I'll let everything dry out and I'll roast it tomorrow. gotta say, this part sucks. Not because it's hard, but because this is the dirtiest part of the job. So, I got the last 4.5 feet of logs that I need. I got plenty more over there on that log on the tree I just cut down, but I'm just focusing on that piece because it's going to give me the last 2 posts I need for that other side. I'm going to cut them down to size, put them in place, mark them out for the notch them, and then I'm going to take them out of the ground and set them out to dry. I end up just putting it on top of a couple down trees or something, just something to keep it off the ground so the air can circulate all around it. And then tomorrow, maybe the next day, it'll be ready to scorch, because otherwise, well, water doesn't burn, so the moisture in the log will stop it from wanting to be scorched so much. So in order to make it a little bit easier on myself, I'll let it dry over. So let me finish cutting these up, notch them out, and then I'll pick up again in the morning. Oh.
I'll show you what he's done so far. These are what's gonna be the sides of the house. These will be the side walls. And then here is gonna be the front. And we'll have a little porch here because our driveway is behind that pink ribbon, and we already have a little trail here. So it'll lead from the driveway up to our little porch and into our little cabin. I'm so excited.
That's my boy. Yeah, come on.
Hi, the go puppy.
Hello.
Hi, the go puppy dog.
If I were to give any advice, and I've given this advice to a lot of people, but if you're going to build anything, in my experience, visualization is something you'd like to practice. It literally allows you to mentally prepare for your builds because you mentally build the entire thing. The better you understand or comprehend, I like the word comprehend, but the more you're able to comprehend the project at hand and all of its components, the easier it'll be to visualize, to be honest. So know your stuff. But that's where you'll actually find yourself needing to learn the most, because you'll only be able to visualize what you know. And if you can see it in your mind and build it in your mind, you can build it in real life.
Tell them what your building experience is. Like, some people come out with no experience at all, and you've never built a house per se, but you've built structures.
Right. So
you've built this beautiful sawhorse. Is it gonna rain?
I don't think so. I just think it's a cloudy day. What I've built primarily has been what's called the screen enclosure. I don't know if all of you are familiar with that. That's going to be where you have a deck with or without a pool behind your house, and we would put a basic cage, like is the layman's term for it, connected to the roof
Aluminum.
line. Yeah, it would be an aluminum structure because it doesn't rust or anything, so it would be fine in all the weather. It's a lightning rod. So, but it is, that's a drop. That was a drop.
It's gonna rain.
We're gonna have to pause this.
We need to go check the radar.
Everything got wet. So all the drying has to happen again. Gotta love nature. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day. So we'll call this one quits for today and see what I can do in the morning. Hopefully nothing's wet in the morning.
It's supposed to rain at 8.
Yeah, but we'll see. They said it was a 6% chance of rain here. And we got all 6% of that apparently. So we'll see what happens tomorrow and the next day. I might just be dashing. But we'll pick up where I left off as soon as everything's nice and dry.